What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. JP here. So thank you once again for liking and subscribing. We're definitely getting the word out about finding free or highly discounted AI generation programs, because we know how expensive things can get as content creators. Now, if you don't know that much about VideoExpress AI, it's a software that can transform text prompts and images into great AI videos, and pretty quickly too. What I love is that they have a lifetime usage payment. So you pay once and then you can use for the lifetime of the existence of VideoExpress AI, and which I love because I purchased the software a couple months ago and they've made some pretty amazing leaps and strides and improvements. So I'm very happy with their progress, and who can imagine, I can't imagine what it's going to be like in a year from now. And I paid for it. I have no monthly subscriptions, and they have a money back guarantee, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I forgot to mention, if you've already seen some of these tutorials, I have timestamps below. Check out some of the other tutorials by just clicking on the timestamps and the chapters that I have listed in the description below. This is the first one. It is getting started. And once again, without further ado, here we go.
In this getting started video, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the VideoExpress user interface. Let's start out in this top bar. Up here, we have new. This is going to start a new project. It'll warn us if we haven't saved our current project. Just cancel out of here. Otherwise, it'll give us a clean slate. Now, if you don't have a previous project loaded, you can see here my timeline is completely empty. I got no clips, no audio files, no images, nothing in my preview player. You can still have the new button to be safe. Not going to see it do anything because it's clearing these tracks, which are already empty. You can continue on. Next up, we have open. This will let us open up a previous project that we've already saved. We can do a search if we have lots of projects to find it. There's an option to delete the project. There's an option to import in a project. I'll get to that shortly. Otherwise, we just click it, open it, place our current project. We have save. This will save our project. If it's the first time we hit save, it'll ask us for a file name. To the right here, we have a little drop-down menu to save project as. This will save our current project under a new name, keeping it separate from the original so we don't overwrite it. So we have two different versions. There's also an export option. This is going to save a zip file onto our computer with all of our project settings, everything it needs to recreate it, all the media files, your timeline, everything stored in this file so that you can either give it to someone else to use, or you can keep important projects as a backup, since older projects do get removed after time. So you'd export it, and that's where you would come in here and do an import to choose the file and upload it back to the site. We have export video. Here we type in the file name. This is going to create our video that we'll be able to download, our completed project. Now there's different quality settings, resolutions, file formats, but we want to basically leave this at all the defaults. Type in the file name, hit create, and it starts rendering. Now we don't have to sit here on the screen, depending on how big the video is, it may take some time, but we can close this and keep on working. Start a new project, but we can only render one video at a time. Once it's done, it'll appear under my videos. So here's our completed videos, which we can download to our computer. We can see a little quick preview right here, or we can delete them. We have the public gallery. These are AI images and videos created by other VideoExpress users. We have our tutorials, our support page, our account details, where we can log out, edit our profile, where we can update our name, our phone number, or change our password. Here we can change the aspect ratio of our video. This is a standard 16:9 widescreen video, which you see on most TVs. We can also swap it to a 9:16. Get a warning. This is more like what we'd have on our phones.
Right, the
We
shorts.
have some tweaks to make
Reels.
these properly fit. You can switch back and forth in between the sizes. I'll briefly touch on the remaining elements here, but each one is going to have dedicated videos to go into more detail. Here we have our preview window where we can see our video as we're working on it with frame advance. On the sidebar here we have our media library. This is where the files that we upload to go into our timeline or that we generate by AI go into. Here's our AI generation options under the AI videos menu. Import media. You can capture from our webcam, microphone, our screen, or do text to speech to create clips to use in our projects. We can insert in text animations like lower thirds, intros, outros, text animations. We can apply different filters. We can add camera pans, resize clips, green screen removal, add titles, zoom into clips, add audio fades, apply these to different clips. And along the bottom we have our timeline. This is where we have all the different tracks where we're going to add our media. Our audio tracks, our images and our videos, our text effects, move them around, add them, resize them.
Cute.
Again, there'll be separate videos going into all these in more detail. But this has been your overview of the VideoExpress user interface.
All right, guys. So that was that. That's the first tutorial that we're going to be watching. That was the getting started. The second one is exploring the timeline. Let's go ahead and watch this.
When I right-clicked on that audio track, we use delete. There's also properties. This will show you the timeline. This is where you're going to lay out all of the different clips and media into different tracks to make up your final video. So the first element we're going to look at is this playhead here. We can click on this and drag it around. It's going to move the position where we're working in the video, which you can see up here in the preview player. So if I set this to 9 seconds, you can see we're at 9 seconds. I can hit play. That's what I need. We have years of experience help, and we get a live preview up here. Now we can also just play a select part by moving it. You can see there's two little markers here, a start marker and an end marker. So if I drag the start to here and the end to here, now this play button is modified to a play selection button. And if I play, always wanted. Even if you haven't been to the dentist in years, or you have major, it only plays this one highlighted part of the video from 12 seconds to 17 seconds. Double click to bring that back. Now, as you can see, our project is made up of different tracks. I have 4 tracks in my project right now. You can have up to 8. Now you can think of these like layers, where everything sits on top of the layer below it. For example, I have this image here on track 1, which is sitting on top of this cat on layer 3. You can see it here. If this full screen cat image was above our little smiley face, you wouldn't be able to see it because it would be completely covering it. So you want your backgrounds on a lower track with all of your images and text animations above them. A bit of personal preference here. I like to have the background music at the very bottom track with my voiceover track above my background. You could put all your animations into a single track and all your images into another. Combine them. Now if we need more tracks, we can use these buttons here to either add a track to the very bottom or a track to the very top. Let's add another top track.
I think you can
You can see we have
8 tracks.
5 tracks.
Total.
A blank one up on top. We can resize this area here, make it smaller. We have a smaller screen and we need more room up here. We can shrink this down. You can also add a track to the very bottom. Just scrolling here. Now let's look at some of our other options. We also have a copy and paste. Let's say we want to add more of these little smiley faces here. We could keep on adding them again and again from our media library, but since it's already here, we can just select it. It's got an outline. We hit copy. We move our playhead where we want to copy it to. Then we hit paste. We can do this multiple times. Click here, paste, Now, since this is just an image, another thing we can do is we could select the image and hit cut. Now you can see this is two pieces. So we could move them here. We can also cut a big part of our video out across all the tracks by using our selection to mark the start and the end. Now if we hit cut, you can see our cut here. So now's a good time to show redo and undo. So say we made a mistake, we didn't want to make that cut, we can just hit undo and it comes back. We can redo it, brought that cut back, and undo it again. So you can feel safe kind of experimenting around because you can always undo. Now another good use for the cut is to make fixes in your audio. If you need to remove a specific sentence or a cough, you can delete it out. Hit cut. So now let's clean up this project a little bit. Here's where the final option, zoom in and zoom out, comes in handy. So we can zoom out. See, we have a very large time scale here. We can also zoom way in. But from here you can see we have a very long background music track. The images stop before that. Here's our voiceover here and special effect. So overall, our voiceover is going to determine the maximum length of our video. So we need to either add more images or resize these images to match this length. So all we need to do is click on this clip, hold and drag, move it to the end, and it'll kind of snap to the edge. You kind of feel it click to it, so you get an exact right spot. Now we have a gap here, and when it's selected, we move to the edge, we get this double-headed arrow. We can use that to click and drag and make this longer. And do the same for this clip, click and drag, and now we fill this track. Now you can do the same trick of resizing an audio or video, but obviously it'd be noticeable that you're moving content, like an image, which is static. So this is fixed. Our background music is too long though. If we were to render it right now, it would render a video about 54 seconds long, but it'd be all black screen for about half of it. See here, here, but nothing because our images are gone. So we need to shrink our music down to match here. Now, there's a couple ways we can do that. We could just grab the edge and shrink it down. This is a really long track because a lot of times your background music is going to be minutes long. Another thing we can do is snap the playhead to the end, select our clip,
cut it,
hit cut. Now it's in two pieces. We can right click on the second piece, brings up a menu with properties or delete. We just hit delete. Zoom back in, and now you can see we have a nice properly sized project. Now you saw a menu when I right clicked on that audio track. We use delete. There's also properties. This will show all the different effects that have been applied to this track. So by default, audio tracks have a volume property. See, this one's turned down because this is background music. We don't want background music playing at full blast. It would drown out our voiceover track.
Properties.
If we added other filters like a fade in audio or fade out audio, it would appear here. Now images and videos have more filters that can be applied. So here's our properties. We have a resize and move filter that allows us to move the object around, make it bigger, smaller. Transitions in and out, different fades in between clips. We can add a voiceover that matches the length of the clip. I cover all these in more detail in separate videos, but to quickly show you, if I add a resize and move filter here, I can move this little smiley face around. Save it. And now it appears in the properties. So I can either access it here or come back into the right click menu. So the final thing to show you are these controls on the tracks. We have a mute. This way you can quickly disable all the audio for all the audio clips on that track. This might be useful to mute a background track while you're working and you don't want to hear it, or if you need to quickly make two versions of the video, one with background music and one without,
Right.
rather than having to delete it and re-add it and resize it, you can just mute the entire track. Along the same lines, there's the disabled video, so we could just quickly turn off all the little smiley faces and special effects just by disabling the video, do a render, turn it back on. And finally, you can fully delete the entire track itself.
Right.
But that's it. That's everything you need to know about the timeline.
All right, that's the timeline, everyone. So let's move on. Let's get out of here. And that was exploring the timeline. The next one is using the media library, which is adding clips to the timeline. All right, let's watch this one together.
In this video, I'm going to show you the media library and how to use it. You'll find it right here at the top of this sidebar, media library. We click, and by default, we're taken to the My Media folder. This is where you'll save all of your own files. By default, we give you a couple folders, images, videos. There's a My AI Images and a My AI Videos. This is the default location for all the AI videos that you create. Automatically put your generated content there. You can also create your own folders. To help organize things. So you can come into here, see my images. I can sort it by name, oldest, newest. If I double click on a file, I can see a preview. I can also right click on it, again preview, redesign it. This will bring it back into the AI editor. This was generated by AI. Recall the same prompt so I can create another variation of it. I can rename it. I can move it to another folder. I can download it and I can delete it. Now to use files from our library, we simply click, drag and hold, and we'll bring it down.
Just drag them right down
to our timeline, just like this.
Drag them right into the timeline.
Let's go back. Let's look at some of these other sections. So we have stock, either images or videos. So this is going to be stock media. It's going to go out and search the internet for royalty-free content. So if I search for duck, I get a bunch of duck images, which again I can preview and put on my timeline. There's also videos. Search. Drag this down into our timeline. And then finally we have three folders: video, audio, and images. These are things that we've added that you can use royalty free. They're all organized here, so we have backgrounds that you can use, people. We also have audio, ambient sounds, sound effects, background music. Drag it down to the timeline.
And that's all in the media library up here.
And finally, images, abstract images, people. You can search the library for something specific, and you can also expand it out, make it full screen, make it easier to browse. And close it when you're done. And that's it. Thanks for watching.
Okay, stick with us. Stick with it. All right, now the next one is going to be redesigning images and videos to keep the same characters, also called consistent character. All right, check this out.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the redesign feature in VideoExpress. This is going to let you use the same character across multiple scenes to build up your final video. Now you can use the redesign feature for files that you find both in the public gallery, but also your own files in your media library. Now you can redesign either a video or an image. Come into images. Let's redesign this. As you can see, it's brought back the image, the original prompt I've used, the original settings I've used. Now the key here is, since I want to use the same character, I need to check the reuse the same character option. Now I can make a change to the prompt to generate a new scene. So I can cloud city instead of
Sorry
mushroom
if it's
city.
blurry, guys. It does
Create
look a
a
little
new
blurry on
preview.
my screen.
And we have the same character, our cat, in a new city, no longer mushroom city.
Tried to
with a bunch of clouds
reset the
rolling in.
resolution, but
Now we
it
can
didn't
keep
work.
this checked, update our scene again, create another image and video, create our full story.
All right. So that was how to redesign images and videos. Let's move on to the next one, which is using the public gallery. Let's check this out together.
The type, this was 3D, and their motion is public gallery. I'm going to show you how to use the public gallery. Now this is where you can see the different creations made by other VideoExpress users and see what prompts and settings they used, even redesign them for your own projects. So first, how do you get something into the gallery? Well, when you're creating your prompt, here I have a man on the bus, generate my preview. And you can see a new option here, share this in the public gallery. It's checked by default. Now this is only for videos. If I didn't want to share this, I could simply uncheck this. And you can always come back later and share or hide things. So let's take a look at the gallery itself. Click Public Gallery. And here you can see all the recent creations created by other VideoExpress users. So for example, let's say we like this one here. We can hover, click, and play it, see what it looks like. There we go. The option to download this video. We can also get more information. Click the details button. We can see the prompt they used, the negative prompt, the type, this was 3D, and their motion and smoothness set. Now if you think there's something questionable about this image, you can hit the report button, and our team will take a look at this, remove it if necessary. Now you can cut and paste prompts from here. Right click copy. You can also redesign this. So just like the redesign feature for files in your own media library. So bring up their image, their prompt, all their settings, so you can create your own variants. This has no effect on their original. You can change the scene and create another video and even share it back into the public gallery.
Right.
Now if we do go look into our media library, again, we can only share videos. Now, this will only apply to new media created after we deployed the public gallery, but you'll see an option here to make it private because I'm already sharing this. I can make it private. So now it's disappeared from the public gallery, and then I can share it again to put it back in the public gallery. But that's it. Thanks for watching.
All right. Awesome. Let's keep going, guys. That was how to use the public gallery, images and videos. Now let's watch how to auto-align our clips in the timeline.
By clicking here, auto-align clips. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use our new auto-align clips feature. So say you have a bunch of different clips in a track on your timeline. There's little gaps in between them as you've been kind of moving them around. They're no longer lined up. You can quickly align them all by clicking here, Auto Align Clips. It will automatically slide them all to the left, taking out any gaps in between, making sure you don't have any black spots. But that's it.
That's it on that one. Stick with me. Let's keep going down here. Next is VideoExpress.ai and Vidsubtitle Integration tutorial. Let's check this out.
Automatic integration between VideoExpress and Vidsubtitle. Now previously, when you'd render a video in VideoExpress, you'd need to come into My Videos and download it if you wanted to then work with it in Vidsubtitle. With this new integration, this is automatic, there's nothing you need to do. Now when you create a new video in Vidsubtitle, you have a new button, Import from VideoExpress. You can click on it. It brings up the list of all your rendered videos from within VideoExpress. Here's that same demo video with voiceover. Submit. It will automatically load it into the app. Note your video must have a voiceover to work so that it can get the captions. Otherwise, this is a quick, seamless integration.
Beautiful. Again, that's what I was talking about before. One of the improvements that VideoExpress AI made is with their subtitles, among many other things. Okay, so we're going to come down here, and now we're going to create with AI. I'm going to teach you how to create from prompt. Let's watch this one, everyone.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the AI Video's Create from Prompt feature to create images and videos from scratch. So under AI Videos, in the right sidebar, we click Create from Prompt, and we get this dialog where we can enter in our positive prompt, our negative prompt, and our style. So the style is the type of image we're going to be making. We either have a realistic human, 2D, like a drawn cartoon, 3D, this is our Disney Pixar style, photorealistic, so this is something real, like a cat or a dog, but not a human, and then other for things like landscapes. Let's choose 3D. And our positive prompt, this is what we want to create. For example, a cute cat named Mushroom City. Now the negative prompt area, these are things that we don't want to see in our image. Let me paste in a prompt I already have. So you can see this is a much more detailed prompt. A cute animated cat exploring a vibrant mushroom city in a style reminiscent of Pixar and Disney cartoons. Magical scene captures whimsy and charm. And then we have negative prompts. These are things that we don't want to see. We don't want dark, gloomy, realistic, muted colors, static poses. Now that original simple prompt would do a pretty good job. More details better. We also have an extend prompt option that'll help us out here. So we'll take our simple prompt, extend the prompt, and you can see it's given us our detailed prompt. Cobblestone cities at night. We don't want dark and gloomy. So now let's give this a try with our prompt and hit generate image. And we have our image. This looks pretty good. We can click on it to get a closer view.
Yeah, pretty good.
You can also see a couple new options and buttons have appeared. We can save this image directly into our media library. We can create an animated video from this image, also into our media library. We can boost the length of that video with this option, video length booster, make it twice as long. We can also tweak our prompt or just hit generate again without any changes just to see other possible variants of this image. So if I click generate image again, here we have another image. One more time. And you can see we can scroll back through different images as well. Say we like this one, save it. It'll appear immediately into our library. We can create a video. See, it's also going to appear in our library. We'll get a little pop-up once it's ready. Should take less than a minute. You can see it's ready. We'll take a look at that in 1 second. The final option here, reuse the same character. If we check this, the next image we create will be based on this character. That way we can have an ongoing story with the same character in each clip. But I'll demonstrate that through a new prompt. So I also want to show off a feature when we create humans. So let's erase this prompt, turn on a new prompt, female wizard. Let's change this to a human. Let's create an image. So here's our character. Now let's reuse the same character. See, we have a new option, face swap. With face swap, I could put my own face, or if I already had an established character that I wanted to use, I can hit face swap, come to images.
Face
There's another wizard that I have. Let's choose this. Let's generate this again. And now it's modeled after her with those sharp eyebrows, silver hair, and we can put her into other scenes. Just like this. Now we don't have to create our entire story all at once. We can come back later and use the redesign feature. Do redesign. You can see it's brought back our image, our previous prompt, our style. We just check reuse and enter in our new scene detail to get a new clip based on this character. So finally, let's take a look at that clip. That looked really nice, but if we wanted something different, we can always reanimate it again based on the original image using the image to video feature, which I'll show in the next video. Thanks for watching.
All right, stick around. We're going to be showing you now the image to video. And again, we're in the Create AI section of the tutorial area in VideoExpress.ai. So here we go. Here is, we did create from prompt. Here is create from prompt face swap. We're going to get to image to video after that. Let me show you how to do the face swap right now.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use face swap. So we need to come into Create with AI, create from prompt, not talking human video, and we generate our starting image. I'll enter in a prompt, generate the image. This looks good. Now let's swap this face with our own. We choose reuse the same character, face swap. I've already uploaded an image here, but you could upload any image from your computer. Choose. We hit generate image to replace the face. We check human talking video, create talking video. Then we have the option to use text to speech, so we can type in our script, and this is what you'll speak. Choose a different voice, language, emotion. We can choose voice recording. Here we'll be able to record with our microphone in our browser, or we can import in audio. Selecting a file that we've already created. If it's too long, we can use the audio cutter. Choose and create. As you can see on the bottom, once it's done rendering, it'll appear in your media library under the My AI Videos folder. You'll get a little pop-up. And that's it. Thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use face.
All right, let's come down here, and this is image to video. Probably this is the video that most of you wanted to see. So here we go. Check this out.
It's going to be a previously generated image. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the AI Videos image to video feature. This is going to let us take an image, convert it into an animated video. So we come in, we select an image from our library. It's going to be a previously generated image. Let's grab this one. I just used this image previously in our create to prompt video. This lets us create other variants. So you have the option to change the image, different one. Video length booster. This makes it twice as long. Let's hit generate video. And it says it'll be in our library when it's done.
Up here.
So we can close this and we'll get a little pop-up when it's ready. So let's wait a moment. See, we're ready. So show me. Here's our previous one. Here's the new one that I just made. Let's take a look. Very nice. There's a wide variety of different animation effects that it'll apply. Here's another example that I'd made previously.
Yeah, nice.
But otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching.
All right, let's keep going, everyone. Stick with me here. All right, let's come down here, and this is one of the newer features called Inpainting. Check this out.
Where this comes in, our invert brush. And now I'm going to show you how to use the AI Videos Inpainting feature. Now this lets you replace an object in an image or video with something else. So let's take a look. We click Inpainting under AI Video. We choose either an image or a video. I'll pick this. And we have this moon scene. Let's replace the moon with the sun. We have our prompts, positive and negative. This is pretty simple. Just type sun, because that's what we're going to replace it with. Now we need to paint the area that we want to replace. So we're going to use this sidebar. You can open it, collapse it. Here we could choose a different image. This lets us change the brush color. We have 3 different brush sizes. In erase mode, and then we can start over. So here's our medium brush. You see we just kind of draw around it. Now you can see because the paint is dark, and we're on a dark scene, it doesn't stand out too well. That's where this comes in, our invert brush. And now we have white paint here. You can go with a smaller brush if we were doing more fine. You want a little bit of an edge, a really big brush to go quick. If you made a mistake, so you could toggle erase mode, come in, clip it in, go back to draw mode. Okay, we're all good. Maybe add a little something. A bright, shining sun. And there we go, our bright shining sun.
Awesome.
Saved into our media library. We can also generate a video from this if we wanted. You can always do that later with image to video. But that's it. Thanks for watching.
Beautiful. Let's keep going here, guys. All right, that was Inpainting. Now check out Outpainting.
To a 9:16 image. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use our newly added Outpainting 2.0 feature. Now this lets you take an image of one aspect ratio, like a vertical 9:16, and convert it to a landscape 16:9 without adding bars or cropping it, by filling in the missing information with AI. Let me show you how it works. So under Create with AI, Outpainting 2.0, let me choose an image. You can see here that this is a vertical image. Let's choose it. We want to convert it to a 16:9. In our previous version of Outpainting, you'd have to type in a prompt. That's no longer necessary. Let's hit Generate Image Preview.
Cool.
You can see we now have our widescreen image. It's generated these buildings as they would have existed using AI compared to the original, the new, original, new. And we can save the image to our gallery. We also have the option to convert to a 9:16 image. But otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. All right, let's keep going. We're almost done here. We had special effects. Let's watch this one.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use AI video special effects. Now this is going to let us change different background elements to do things like add waves, or to change the sky from a sunny sky to a rainstorm, to add fires, add a nighttime sky. Let me show you here. Under AI videos, special effects, we can choose either an image or video as the source. Let's select this field, the sunny sky. Now we need to paint out the area that we want to replace. This is similar to the Inpainting tool. We have this toolbox here to help us. The top option is to change this image. We can change the color of our brush size, toggle between draw and erase mode, and to start over. We can also collapse this to hide it. So we're going to paint here. Now this is good contrast, but if we were drawing on something darker, we could swap the color so it would show up better, like on a night sky. Let's get a little bit bigger brush.
Brush bigger on that, yeah.
Let's just kind of go. Here, let's replace this whole sky here. Let's say we made a mistake. So I got it into there a little bit. You can toggle into erase mode. And kind of come back there. Okay, so now that we've masked out the area to be replaced, now we need to enter a prompt to tell it what to replace it with. Again, we got our positive prompt and our negative prompt. So now let's type in our prompt, a dark rainstorm. And we hit create video. Now it's going to appear in our media library when it's done. So let's close and wait a few minutes. Okay, and it's finished. Let's take a look.
Cool.
And we have a rainstorm.
Yep.
And that's it. Thanks for watching.
Cool. All right, awesome. All right, let's keep going. All right, we have object removal. Let's do that, object removal.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the object removal tool. Now this is found under AI Videos, Object Removal. We click. Next, we choose the video that we want to remove something from. So select, pick something from my library. You can see we have a scene with a little bird flying in the sky. Choose this. Now we need to select what we want to remove. So we come into the corner of the image, we click, hold, and drag. We draw a box around it. Once we have our box, we can use the little dots to resize it if it isn't quite what we wanted. We can grow it, shrink it, move it around. This back here. So it's selected, and then we just hit create video. It's rendering.
It'll be up here in media library.
Video is ready.
And it's gone.
And no more
that's
bird.
It.
And that's it. Thanks for watching.
All right, let's keep going. Come down here and motion brush. You guys will like this one. Check this out.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the motion brush. Now this tool lets you take a still image from any source. You mark where on the image you'd like your motion to appear and in what direction, and it'll create a video with that motion. Let me show you how it works. So under AI Video, Motion Brush, we select our image. I'm going to use this one here. A woman with a flowing dress. You want to animate her dress. So I draw a line going to the side, away from her body. Hit Create Video. And after a few moments, we have a rendered video.
Wow.
As you can see right here, animating her dress. But that's it.
That's cool.
Thanks for watching.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's keep going. Create sound from prompt. You can create sound effects.
Video, I'm going to show how to use the Create Sound from Prompt feature. Now this is going to let you create different sound effects using AI based on the prompt describing what you like created. You can find this under Create with AI, Create Sound from Prompt. So all we do is simply type in what we want created. Playing the guitar. Now again, these are more for sound effects, so you can't really do singing or talking. Then we choose our duration. For example, to match the length of our scene. 5 seconds is good. Create. We have our clip, we can play it back immediately. If we like it, we can save it. It'll go into our My AI Audio folder in the media library. Let's try one more. Busy New York Street. Play.
That's pretty good.
Very nice. Good. Thanks for watching.
Nice. All right. Let's see how many are left down here. Talking photos tutorial, voice prompts. All right, almost done, guys. Let's see, video scene length extenders. I think, let me show you this one.
All right, so this is how you create double the video length for the videos that you create with the same prompt. Okay, so that means it's just going to be a longer length video with the exact same prompt. You didn't do anything, you just put a checkbox in and it's good to go. So let me show you how to do this. Double the video scene length that you can add for every single scene and video you create with your prompts. So all you have to do is go to AI Videos tab right now to the right, then go to Create from Prompt option, and then when you click on that, you're gonna have the prompt section, right? So here you can put anything. So let's say, for example, if you want to go in the human side of things, you can do this. Again, you can put the some type of human prompt here. You want to do cinematic, surreal, whatever you want to do, you do that. You want to do studio portrait, do studio portrait. Yeah, let's just generate image. Now here, once the image has been generated like so, what you can do is there's a new option that's now available for you called video length booster. You see this? So what this will do is it'll double the length of the video, right? And with the advances we're making, it's going to maybe even triple the video length in the future. Right. But for now, you can do double the video length. So you click on video length booster, and then you also want to put, because it's a human, right? You have a face of first, right? So you want to add in, let's say, for example, video as forward-facing person. So that way what it's going to do is it's going to smoothen her face and make her more beautiful, and that's the thing. All right. And of course, once that is done, you click on basically the generate video option. Now, let's say you want to do face swap, you do the same thing. So what you would do is you'd probably want to reuse the same character. And then when you do that, it says face swap. You want to put your, let's say a photo of your choice or whatever, and then convert that into a video as well, right? But anyway, when you do this, just click on create video. It's going to now do double the video length. Now, because if it's double the video length, you want to toggle these options that are available here, okay? Just play around with it. So in some cases, you may want to reduce the motion, right? Because already there's so much animation happening over a longer period of time now. You might want to reduce that, increase the smoothness maybe, right? You want to tweak it a little bit depending on whether it's human, 3D, 2D, that kind of thing, right? So for human, maybe you want to reduce the motion speed a little bit less than before. Or if you're doing high normally, make it medium. If you're doing medium normally, do it low. If you're doing smoothness normally medium, maybe you want to do it low or high depending on what you're creating. And then you create the video. So let me actually show you some examples here, and I'll show you how I created them, okay? Real quick, it's gonna be fun. All right, go to media library here. This is where it's gonna be saved by default. You can move it into different folders and stuff. But anyway, this was a cute cartoon rabbit, as you can see here. It's about 5 to 6 seconds long here. Before it was just 2 seconds long, right? So this one is another 5 seconds right here. See it walking and stuff. A lot longer than before, and obviously with the advancement we're making, it's gonna be even more longer and longer, right? Obviously. So there's another one. This was 2 seconds, you see, before. So it's now from 2 seconds that it was before. Now you can make it up to 5, 6, whatever, double, triple, that kind of thing, depending on what it is. You can do up to 6, sometimes 7, depending on the type. But the way you want to look at it is, if it could do 2 seconds, now it can do up to 5 or 6, right? So that's how it is. It's just basically what it's doing is it's doing some magic behind the scenes to basically make it a bigger scene. Okay, so that's the basic idea. All right, so again, the one which I just did right here with the yoga, as you can see here, it's about 5 seconds right now. Normally it's 2 seconds. This one just got completed right now that I just did. It's another 5 second video, as you can see here, right? Normally it's going to only be 2 seconds long, right? So basically that allows you to give a little bit more flexibility in terms of what you can achieve with your outputs. Now this is for humans. The same thing applies for cartoon as well, right? So if I wanted to do cartoon, the one I just showed you earlier, let's just try that, recreate that. I'll show you how to do it in cartoon, because I know you might be wondering. So you can click on this one right here, click on AI videos and click create prompt, right click and paste a prompt, or any prompt. I mean, I just put an animated 3D Pixar style cartoon rabbit walking on a road in a cyberpunk surreal world, right? Basically bokeh means blurred background. You can put blurred background as well. You can even take assistance from our extend prompt where you can say blurred background animated 3D Pixar style cartoon, and it's going to generate the whole thing for you. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to do 3D here. And here you can do cinematic, 3D model, neon punk, whatever you want. If you want to put neon punk, it's going to generate like a neon surreal world around it for that particular rabbit. And if you just there you go, right? You see this. Now, if you just don't want to, if you don't want to do it that way, you want to just cinematic, you can do that as well. You do cinematic like what you see here, right here. And then what it's going to do is it's going to do it like this. You can play around, you know, basically that's the idea. So let's say you're happy with this, right? So again, for this one, what you could do, keep the motion speed medium because it's a longer length. You don't want too much animation over a longer period of time. So what I'll do here is that I'll pick low for the motion. You don't need to make it high. It's not needed. And then you click on video length booster. Okay, you see I selected that video length booster, and then you click on create video. In just a few seconds, the video will be done. There we go. We have the video run already. It's about 5 seconds long, as you can see here in the clock here. Normally it's 2 seconds long. So now we created a beautiful Hollywood style, if you will, Pixar style scene here, right? Nice. So again, as the advancements we do more, we're going to keep extending it more.
That's it. Awesome. Okay. Got what do we got here? Voice prompts. Let's check out voice prompts, everyone.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use voice prompts. Now you can use these in any of the tools under Create from AI, where you normally have to type in your prompt. Let's take a look at Create from Prompt. You see a little microphone button. So instead of typing in our prompt, we can speak it. If we click, now the first time we've used this, we're going to get a box asking for permission to use our microphone. We'd OK, and then we'll do our prompt. A man riding the bus. Click it again, and it's done. We can use this for the negative prompt. Dark, cloudy. And we can use these anywhere with the prompt box. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. Good. All right. Now, talking photos tutorial. All right. Use talking photos. Let's try this one, everyone. Talking photos.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the human talking video feature. Talking photos. This feature will create lip-synced videos to either sing your songs or to speak your voiceovers. I recommend you check out the related audio cutter tutorial that'll help you prepare your audio that you'll use with this feature to split it into smaller pieces. So there's two different ways to access this feature. The first, under Create with AI, Human Talking Video. You can see we can either do this from a prompt, generate our new images on the fly that we lip sync, or we can use a pre-made image that we already have. So let's select an image. When we click this, it's going to bring up our media library. Now, if you choose an image that's in your My AI Images folder, those have been created in the app, and those will all work perfectly. Nothing needed. You also have the option to upload your own photos and make them into talking photos, but you just need to make sure they're in a specific format. They need to be either 16:9, that's your normal widescreen, just like this video you're watching, or 9:16, that's your standard portrait phone aspect ratio. It needs to be a PNG or JPEG, these are most common formats, and it's best to have it 1920 by 1080, and that's standard HD format. It can be smaller as long as it keeps that same aspect ratio. But in general, a standard HD image will work. If you try to choose a picture that doesn't work, it'll tell you what's off here, and you can adjust it. Now, it's important to have a forward-facing character. We can help that with the prompt. We click Create Human Talking Video. Now we decide where the audio that's going to be lip-synced comes from. We can either use text-to-speech, paste in our script, choose our voices, different emotions. Again, the length of this clip will be decided based on your upgrade. You can also do a voice recording, so we could record this live with our microphone in our browser, or we can import audio. So we can choose a file from our library. This is where the audio cutter feature comes in. Make sure we get just the right sized audio to fit per scene. Just hit Create Talking Video, and it'll render and appear in a library. Now, to do this from AI, we can either choose Talking, Create from Prompt, or we can just go to Create from Prompt directly. We create our character. Then we choose the Human Talking Video option. We now have a Create Talking Video button, where we can again choose to either use text-to-speech, a voice recording, or upload an audio file. So we're able to select the first part, part 1, create, and then generate our next scene, new, which we'll apply the next part to.
Right.
And so on. Now I'm going to show you how to use the face swap feature. So we need to come into Create with AI, Create from Prompt, not Talking Human Video, and we generate our starting image. I'll enter in a prompt, generate the image. This looks good. Now let's swap this face with our own. We choose reuse the same character
and then face swap.
Face swap. I've already uploaded an image here, but you could upload any image from your computer. Choose. We hit generate image to replace the face. We check human talking video, create talking video. Then we have the option to use text to speech, so we can type in our script, and this is what she'll speak. Choose a different voice, language, emotion. We can choose voice recording. Here we'll be able to record with our microphone in our browser, or we can import in audio. Selecting a file that we've already created. If it's too long, we can use the audio cutter. Choose and create. As you can see on the bottom, once it's done rendering, it'll appear in your media library under the My AI Videos folder.
Perfect.
Get a little pop-up.
Yep.
And that's it. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. Good stuff, VideoExpress AI. Let's come down here. Let's do AI background editor and remover.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use our background replacement tool. Now with this tool, you can replace the background on any image with either an AI generated background, or you can upload a background image. It'll insert that. So there's a couple different ways to access this. First one, under Create AI, Replace Background. We're prompted to choose an image from our media library. Now if we already have a background image that we'd like to use, we click on the Background from File option and choose the image from our library, and hit Replace Background. You can also generate a new background on the fly using AI with background from prompt. We paste in the prompt of what we want our new background to be. Paste this in, hit Replace Background. And there it is. Our puppies are now in their new green grassy field. There's two other ways to access this feature. You can access it directly from the media library. We're going to right click on this image. See, we have a replace background option. Also, while you're generating your new images from scratch, we have the option to replace the background from prompt or image, just like before. But that's it. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, lots of options here. Okay. Nice. And let's keep going down here. Automatic audio cutter for multiple scenes.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the audio cutter tool. Now this tool will let you take a large audio file, either narration or a song, and cut it up into different smaller pieces that you can put into individual scenes in your project. Now this works really well with the human talking videos. So to access this feature, we come into Audio Cutter. Next, we need to choose our audio file. This is going to come from our media library. I've already uploaded a file, otherwise you can hit upload to load a file from your PC. You can see this is a 38-second file. Next, we choose how long we want each clip to be. Change this to 10 seconds each. Now this maximum duration and also the maximum duration of the file you upload will be based on your upgrade level. So let's split this audio. It's done. It's in our media library. So now we come back into our media library. You can see our original file, and now you can see we have 4 additional files, each labeled. This is part 304, 404, 104.
If you're in...
You can see this is a 10-second clip.
Dentist.
And the final clip
you deserve.
with the remainder. But that's it. Thanks for watching.
Cool. All right, everyone, I'm going to wrap this up right now for you. There are a few more tutorial videos. This one is a big one for those of you who want to really learn how to dive in and create the best talking photos on VideoExpress.ai. We're going to be going through this video in one of my next video episodes. So if you haven't already done so, like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going to be releasing the next video on VideoExpress.ai and some other very helpful AI generation programs that I think that you should check out. Anyway, I will see you all on the next video. See ya.